What's up, guys? So this is just going to be a down-to-earth video. This is not going to be, fitness related. This is not going to be personal training related. This is not going to be anything that's going to help you out. Maybe not. Maybe it might motivate you. I don't know what it'll do. I'm just making it because I felt like it. I like recording and just telling people what's going on, like how being a trainer is, what it's like just being in the fitness game and balancing everything. So let's just start at the beginning. So right now I'm working part-time as a trainer, and it's barely enough to get by. And people warn me of that, okay? People warn me that it would be, if you're gonna follow your dream, there's gonna be hard times. And it is hard. It's really hard. And I'd say the hardest part is dealing with other trainers who, lack for a better word, are just trying to compete with you. Okay, I get it all the time. Like we can never come together. We can never just talk. We can never just mold. There's a few trainers we can, but we never just sit down and talk like normal people. It's always, how can I get a foot up on you? And it's a dog-eat-dog world, pretty much. And I mean, I'm there for it. If you want to argue with me, I know what works. Okay, I know what works. HIIT training is not necessary all the time. No, it's not. It's not necessary to lose weight. In fact, in the beginning, it's counterproductive. But that's a different time for a different video. These are just examples, of what happens. Juggle that with also working on getting a new job. Just working on maybe a second job or maybe a new job. It just depends. If they offer me full time, it may be it. And see, then this worry enters my brain. Like, what about all those clients that I like to see every day in my life? I like to go in there and I like to see the people that I've helped change. I like to go in there and see the people and talk with them, just the regulars that come into the gym every day. I enjoy that. I enjoy that atmosphere. And the real reason I'm leaving, I can't really explain on here, or the real reason I'm trying to leave, I can't really explain on here. I wish I could, but I can't. I will if I get a new job. Sorry. Oh, gotta stretch. Caffeine's getting to me this morning. It's hit me pretty hard. Sometimes different caffeine packets hit me differently than others, and I have like two types. I have the watermelon limeade, and then I have the dragon fruit. And the dragon fruit always is nice and easy, and then the watermelon one is like, whoa. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what the difference is. But other than that, my parents are trying to, I don't know if I can talk about that, but there's a big thing going on right now with my parents, my sister, and their normal everyday lives. So yeah, I can't really go into that, but let's just let you know that would involve my help. So gotta think about that. Really not that big on my chest right now, not until later down the road in about 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, we'll start to actually they'll get a little more panicky. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna be super panicky right now with the state that they're in. So other than that, I mean, it's different because I'm also on a weight cut, trying to cut weight, and going down, the weight loss has slowed just as I thought it would. And it's pretty much because I haven't been tracking my macros or my calories to the T. That's because my food scale has been out of batteries, and I've been using a measuring cup to measure my Fruit Loops, and I'm calling it way more servings than it probably is. I'm putting down 3 servings when it's probably only like 1.5, literally. So that makes a huge issue. Probably more like 2, but still, that makes a huge issue. That's 110 calories off every time I eat cereal. So that's a problem. Other than that, my fiance is working hard hours, long hours to basically make up for this. So right now I'm just in the frantic process of trying to get a new job so that I can, I mean, we're not even equal right now. She makes more than I do. So I'm just trying to get back up to where she is. A lot of the My Fitness appointments we get, which is where we get a lot of our clients, I'm using my best selling tactics I've got, and honestly, I've got probably 2 potential ones that I actually may have sealed last night. But yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. And then other than that, I mean, not much else is going on. Actually, we got the wedding, and the wedding is coming up in about less than 4 months now. We're getting into crunch time. I mean, if you know anything about weddings, the 6-month mark is when things really start picking up pace. She has a bridal shower soon on 4/20. Funny enough, 4/20. And yes, long ago, your man Jakey B. Long ago in high school, Jakey B used to be friendly. Let's just say that way. 4/20 friendly. We'll say that. Yes, in high school I used to be. Not anymore. I have nothing against it. It's just I had to just stop. I'm one of those people that would take it too far, like, smoke too much, and then you feel way out of it. Plus, always smoking, it's not great on your lungs. So I mean, it was better for me to eat edibles, but to make those, you're wasting a ton of stuff. But anyway, that's besides the point. And so now I do nothing. Like, I don't drink hardly ever. The other night when we went to Dave & Buster's, I had 1 beer, 1 Bud Light that looked like piss water, for lack of a better term. That it was watered down so much. If you drank it, you'd be like, oh my God, that's not even beer, that's water. It's water with like yeast in it. That's all that is. That's literally what it tasted like. It didn't taste like anything. Other than that, a big meeting between my boss and my class happened last night, and that will depend on if I have my class next month. So we'll see how that goes too. Hopefully March brings about a little bit better times. Right now I'm playing, for my vice, I play RuneScape. I don't drink, obviously I don't smoke. I don't vape. I used to vape, and vape was like nice. I don't dip anymore. I used to put a pouch in, and that was it. I mean, now I chew gum. Chew gum is like the thing for me. But I stopped biting my fingernails too. I used to bite my fingernails, but now I quit doing that as well. So all my nervous habits are starting to leave me, which is great. I enjoy that. Eating is starting to slow down because it has to. I eat I'm starting to actually sanction off my meals. Not saying meal timing is relevant, but I like to have meals like broken up at this point, just because I don't want to overeat and I don't want to undereat. Undereating is important, just as important as overeating. Like, I can't stress that enough. People undereat way more than they overeat, and that puts you in a metabolic risk. So that's besides the point. So that's pretty much what's going on with me. I'm trying the best I can. I'm putting applications in almost daily at this point. I'm doing what I got to do, trying to better my craft, all while discovering and looking up exercises that are perfectly tailored to potential clients. I research everything I possibly can when it comes to fitness. I really try to find exercises that really help people. Like, for athletes, I like to do a lot of ball work anymore. I like to do a lot of ballistic exercises that I wasn't maybe comfortable with 8 months ago. Now I'm super comfortable with ballistic exercises, and it's getting just more and more comfortable every time I research something, like just learning what actually works, like jumping static holds. Basically, you kind of jump with the weight. Now you got to be very careful with that, but that's besides the point. It's a different video for a different time. And I'm learning a lot more core exercises as well for people that really need the core strength. Me personally, I get a lot of my core strength from squats and deadlifts. Honestly, like how tight my core is, I get a lot of my core exercises from those. I do not do a lot of ab work. I don't. And I mean, as we get further along the cut, I'll probably put some leg raises and maybe some weighted crunches in, but that's about it. I don't think that you need a lot of ab exercises. I think if you're doing ATG squats, and this is ATG squats, or at least parallel squats, your core is pretty strong. because your core is going to have to be strong and able to keep good posture. And deadlifts as well. Your core is going to have to be strong and able to keep a good straight back as you're coming up with the weight. So that's my opinion. And yeah, times are just a little tough right now. You know, I'm trying to make things the best I can. I'm trying to do the best I can for my clients. And yeah, and then just juggle it all at once, you know. It's not so hard because I don't have a full-time job, but I think it would be easier actually if I had a full-time job, like set hours, set pay. Yeah, so, you know, that's just how it goes. My car, I think, fixed itself. I was having some weird smells come out of it, but yeah. So that's pretty much what I had to tell you about what it's like being a trainer, being a normal person. It's pretty much a normal person. That's literally me. You're just a normal person. Many people think trainers are this this superhuman thing that just know how to lose weight, and that's all they do all day. No, they're not. Many trainers try to put on that persona for you, but believe me, trainers are actually some of the most broken people you'd ever meet. Honest to God. And I think the hardest part about being a trainer, especially in a big box gym, is understanding that there's competition all around you. And when you can see that they're having trouble being cordial with you. I don't care if you're my competition. Why? Because I know my worth. I know my worth, okay? I know what I can offer you. I know I can get you to lose weight. I know I can get you to drop your blood pressure. And I know I can get you rehabilitated out of any situation. I took a man from a wheelchair to a walker, to a cane, to walking by himself. Why? Because I taught him this. You have to teach this. You don't teach this. You don't. This is not important. This is important. If you can teach this, you don't need to worry about the rest of this. Okay? If you can understand your mind and you can get somebody to understand their mind, then you can get them to understand anything in fitness or anything in any topic across the world. And that's all you need to understand. Okay? So this is a life. I'm going to do these from regularly. This is called On the Reel with Jake Brown. This is like a straight up real video. Just me telling you what life is like being a trainer, what it's like being me, what it's like just doing what I gotta do on a daily basis. You know, it's not, and as Queen said, it hasn't been in any bed of roses, but I'm working to be the best thing ever. The best me that I possibly can be. And that's key as well. If you try to be better than Billy Bob or John Doe, whatever, you're never going to become that. You're never going to become what you want to become, and then you'll lose that part of you. So I'm just trying to better myself every single day, and I encourage you to do the same. Thanks for watching the video, guys.